I eat it.
Well, it's that time of year. You know, all these. You watch probably many of the same things I watch.
Yeah.
All these people drinking bourbon, and they always do the best of and all that sort of thing. And we kind of did a little bit last year. I think we each picked a few things that we liked. This year, we're doing more or less the same thing. So today, you poured a blind.
Poured 4 of my favorites from this calendar year, and so you have no idea what you're getting into.
Yeah, well, and the next time we do one of these, you'll have no idea what you're getting into.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Now these weren't necessarily things that came out in 24.
Correct. Yeah, they're not all things that would have come out this calendar year. They're just maybe things that I found over the last.
All right. So new to Jamie
new
in 20.
To me, yeah.
All right.
So none of my daily stuff. We'll say that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So number one. This is way different than those blind barrel ones.
A lot different.
I have a little bit of faith knowing that you're the picker here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like it's a good old bourbon right here.
Has a really good nose on this.
It does. Some sweetness, maybe a little bit of brown sugar. A little bit of that corn, some buttered corn. All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
That's good. That's really good.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's really sweet, and it's got the for me a lot of that brown sugar. The nose carries forward on the taste. Excuse me, it's hitting me in the back a little bit now. Let me try that again. With the nose, the brown sugar and some corn and butteriness, and a little bit of sweetness. I get that same thing on the front of the palate when I taste it. Now, it took my breath away a little bit because there was some heat there on the back.
Yeah, it does. It sneaks up on you a little bit.
I mean, I
and
know
there's a lot of caramel in that to me. I mean, the caramel and like almost like a dark chocolate or something that comes.
Oh yeah, totally.
But
you said that.
Yeah, definitely a little different than what we did our last video on. So.
And it doesn't drink hot.
No.
I mean, obviously you have the decoder ring here, so it doesn't drink hot to me. But the proof point seems to be at a point where, to me, it's north of 100, south of 120, which it's kind of in that sweet spot. I think. And it's just a really smooth drink.
It is.
So. The way we're going to play this out is we're each going to drink. Yep. I'm obviously doing this blind, and I'll pick my two favorites.
Yep.
And then you'll reveal the two that I didn't pick.
Correct.
And then I'll do a blind for you the next video that we do.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same thing. Yep. And then we'll pick the two that I picked of yours against the two that you picked of mine, and we'll try to make it all blind.
That's right.
Fingers crossed.
We'll try. Yeah,
all right, going on to number two.
So to me, I get creme brulee off this.
Do you?
Off the nose, yeah.
I get a little bit of it, but you didn't try this. There was a whiskey I had over the summer when I was down in Edisto. I think it's called Charles Goodnight.
Okay.
And it was a Texas whiskey, and it had like a kind of a sarsaparilla root beer, star of anise, and there's a little. I mean, I get your creme brulee, but I get a little bit of that. There's like that star of anise, and we tried one in a previous video that was straight up black licorice. It's not like that. I get a little bit of clove maybe in there too, so it's a really nice nose.
It is.
I don't know that I've had one nose like this.
I agree. Yeah,
this is really good. I get clove.
Yeah, cloves out there. Pepperish.
Yeah, there's some peppercorns. Again, it's so smooth. So intrigued. These blinds, like,
they're interesting. Yeah,
it's a good thing to try to do from time to time, because when you can see the bottle, you're like, oh, I mean, I know it's this, so whatever. But when you don't know what it is, it's like, all right, now I gotta try to figure it out. I'm not even gonna venture a guess. Oh, yeah, I'm not even gonna venture a guess, because there's so many things out there to guess. It's just like clove, pepper, smooth.
Yeah, almost a touch of cinnamon at the back end.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe a couple other baking spices in there. I know what kind of proof you like to drink on your whiskey.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a trick you're playing on me. But I would guess, just knowing that this is probably, again, north of 100, south of 120, but it drinks like about a 96 proofer.
Yeah.
It drinks low proof.
It does, and it's really smooth, like you said. I mean, it
so
goes
smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's gonna be hard. All right, number 3.
Yeah.
I get caramel corn.
Caramel, right? Yeah. Yeah.
With like sprinkled, like it was sprinkled with cinnamon. Maybe even like a kettle corn. Kettle caramel corn.
Yeah. I mean, it's extremely sweet on the nose. I mean, yeah, it's
none of these are burners.
They're not.
Sometimes you get into something in the ethanol, but none of these have. And I know you just poured them just a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
So if there was ethanol in the nose, it'd still be here.
Yeah, it's you're right.
Excuse me.
That's all right there on the nose.
It's like when you go to like a festival or something, and there's the guy that's got the kettle corn, the big old,
the bearded lady,
the big cauldron, and it's just one of the most lovely smells there is.
Yeah, I mean this is another one of them things where you set it out for a while, it's going to fill up your room.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, I'm doing it.
I guess like a soft vanilla, a little bit of caramel. Like I said, I mean that caramel's there.
It's like there's these caramel chews that have vanilla cream in the middle.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I don't know who makes them, but I feel like it's a candy from when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm sure they still make them.
I'm sure they do. Yeah. Charleston chews.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, because it's there. I mean, that's exactly what that is.
But again, I get a little bit of that cinnamon still there too, though. So that's really good too. Damn it, Jamie! It's gonna be hard. Well, I see why these are your top 4.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. The other noses on these have been so good as far as like this one is the least complex of the 4 noses to me, and I'm hunting for something here.
So when I get on this, it's kind of like a little bit. You walk outside and you have that. It just rained a little bit.
Yeah.
And you have that smell of the grasses and everything that just got wet.
Like a spring rain.
Yeah, like a spring rain. So it's kind of like a
wet grass.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd, but
I dig that. We've had that note plenty of times before. So, but I don't. On the nose, I'm not getting a lot of depth though.
No. So I go from there to like a buttery, on this, but you got to kind of get in there.
I'm tasting it. So your wet grass note carries through on the taste.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has a
soft, very soft.
very soft, and then the heat is kind of, it builds up to the heat, and it's not as much on the front end as it is the back end. It's almost middle back.
I'm getting that butteriness too right now.
Yeah,
it's like a melted butter. Like I just put it, not even melted. Like I got it like a little. I was buttering my toast, and there was a little bit left on the knife, and I just licked the butter.
Yeah, I mean that it comes true. I mean it's and it's a smooth drinker. It's an easy drinker. Oh no.
That's tough. All right. So I'm going to pick my top two.
Okay.
I like that first one a lot. Number one's definitely in.
Okay, one's in.
And I think I like two the next best. It's tricky. Yeah, it's 1 and 2 for me.
1 and 2. Okay, so
you're gonna tell me what? I'll avert my eyes just in case I don't want
to see what 3 and 4 were. So 3. Small batch horse soldier.
I've seen these. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine turned me onto that at one of his get-togethers, and then I got this bottle here I got for my birthday, and it's one that you can just sit and kind of just sip on.
You can. It's so smooth.
Sip on.
What was the proof on this?
It is 1. Oh no. Where is it? Well, it's 95 proof. 95.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And they have quite a few different ones, right?
Yeah, I think this is this is their small batch. They have a straight bourbon. They might even have a rye or a single barrel.
Yeah.
So, yep. And so number 4 is something similar to what we've had before, but it is the small batch.
See, I've only had the
single barrel, or
I don't remember what we had. It wasn't.
And this is only 90 proof. 93. Yeah.
I think we had. I'll have to double check. It wasn't this.
Yeah.
But I think this is only the second time I've had Sagamore. Now, granted, there's a few.
Yeah.
Like Pursuit uses some Sagamore and things like that, but that's pretty good too, though.
It's pretty good, and you probably didn't think it was a rye.
I definitely did not think it was a rye.
So it kind of has that sneakiness to it, where you're like, is that really a rye? Because it has some back end heat, but it doesn't have that front end heat. So you can think, well, that could easily be a high proof bourbon. But,
yeah.
But it's really just a lower proof rye.
This is one of those distilleries I think I'd like to dive into a little bit more, because I've only had just a very little bit of that. So, and Horse Soldier, are they their own distiller, or do you know?
Yeah, I think they're out of Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got a good backstory too. So if you had a chance,
all right, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 and 2 will remain a mystery until the final 4. Final countdown. So
yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jamie, for setting us up.
You're welcome.
All right. Stay tuned. We've got more coming at you.